Okay, let's talk about Rafael Jodar and this wild top 10 chase at the Canadian Open. Because if you're not paying attention to this 19-year-old Spaniard, you're missing one of the most fascinating stories in tennis right now. Here's the deal. Jodar's sitting at 13th in the ATP rankings, but depending on a few chaotic dominoes falling perfectly, he could crack the top 10 without even winning the tournament. Wait, how does that math work? And more importantly, why does it feel like we are witnessing something bigger than just a ranking shift? Let's break it down. So, Jodar has 2,421 points right now. To leapfrog into the top 10, he needs to either make the final and hope Ben Shelton, the current 10th ranked player, crashes out early. Or he just needs to win the whole thing and automatically jump to 3,221 points. But here's the twist. Shelton's defending champion here. If he wins even a couple of matches, that creates a buffer. So Jodar isn't just fighting the players on the court, he's fighting the scoreboard, the tournament structure, and the weight of expectation. That feels like a metaphor for young athletes today, doesn't it? Like, how many invisible systems are working against them before they even step on the court? Let's zoom in on the Shelton factor. Shelton's got a shaky head-to-head with Jakub Mensik, who's lurking in the opposite half of the bracket. Mensik's beaten Shelton twice recently, which means if he takes him out in the quarters, that opens a door for Jodar. But here's the thing. Mensik isn't just doing Jodar a favor. He's got his own ambitions. If Mensik wins the whole thing, he could leapfrog Jodar himself. So it's not just a Rafael Jodar story, it's a generational battle between these young guns. And honestly, isn't that what tennis needs right now? The Big Three era is over, and suddenly we've got a Hunger Games scenario with a dozen players clawing for dominance. That's thrilling for fans, but brutal for the athletes. Now, let's talk about Jodar's Masters 1000 record, because this is where things get really fascinating. The kid made his debut just 5 months ago. 5 months. And since then, he's won 12 matches, reached 3 straight quarters, and taken down veterans like Alex de Minaur. That's not just talent, that's adaptability. Think about that. Most young players spend years adjusting to the physicality and mental grind of the tour. Jodar's accelerating at a time when the sport's getting faster and more brutal. Is he the first Gen Z superstar? Because let's be real, his style feels like it's built for the TikTok era. Aggressive, unpredictable, slightly chaotic. But here's my biggest takeaway. Jodar's potential top 10 jump isn't just about him. It's a symptom of how the ATP rankings are more volatile than ever. Look at the list. Ben Shelton's 23, Mensik's 20, Lerner Tien's 19. These kids aren't waiting their turn, they're bulldozing through. And that raises a question. Are we seeing the rise of the youngest top 10 in ATP history? Because if Jodar makes it, he'll be the third player under 25 in the top 10 alongside Alcaraz and Sinner. That's a seismic shift. The sport's DNA is changing, and it's happening in real time. So, what's my final thought? Whether Jodar makes it or not, the fact that this conversation's happening at all tells us something. Tennis isn't just getting younger, it's getting hungrier. And as a fan, that's exactly what I want. I want chaos, rivalries, and players rewriting the rules. Oh, and if you're wondering my opinion on whether he'll make it, honestly, I'd bet on him making the final but falling short this time. Why? Because the universe loves a good cliffhanger. But hey, that's just me. What do you think? Drop your predictions below, and let's see if we are witnessing the birth of a new tennis titan.